Thank you.
Detective Gus Villanueva, Gus Villanueva, LAPD Media Relations Section.
And sir, where approximately are we standing?
Right now we're in the 8600 block of Willis Avenue, which is located in Mission area of LAPD jurisdiction.
And about what time did officers respond to what type of call?
Basically, they were flagged down at about 9:30 p.m. by a security guard. Prior to being flagged down, that security guard was accosted by an armed suspect. Fortunately for the guard, he was also armed. The suspect ran from the scene, and moments later, two officers from our Valley Crime Task Force happened to be driving down the street. He flagged them down, mentioned that there was a man with a gun that had just accosted him. Fortunately, again, one of our helicopters was nearby, flew over. Eventually that helicopter was able to locate the suspect. The suspect then ran out of an apartment building and encountered two other officers. The suspect was still armed, and an officer-involved shooting occurred at that point.
When you say that the security guard was accosted, do you mean that the suspect brandished a weapon toward the security guard or made threatening remarks, or?
Yes, he was threatened by the armed suspect. The guard is a victim of what we call an ADW, or an assault with a deadly weapon.
Sounds good. And then obviously the suspect, I should say, comes out of the apartment. Officer-involved shooting occurs. Do we know about the gunshot wound sustained by the suspect at this point?
Not at this point. My understanding is that he has been transported to a local hospital. He's in critical condition. None of the officers were injured or wounded in this incident, and detectives from our Force Investigation Division are on scene handling the investigation into the officer-involved shooting and the assault with a deadly weapon of the security guard, and the investigation continues as we speak.
Sounds good, sir. And then how do we relate this to an incident that's, I guess, about a block and a half south of us, near Tobias and Roscoe? Was it a barricade of some sort?
My understanding was that there was a separate foot pursuit of another suspect unrelated to this event. That suspect eventually barricaded himself inside of an apartment building, refused to come out. Officers from our Metropolitan Division responded, our SWAT team, our hostage negotiators. Not that there was a hostage, but the crisis negotiators arrived, and eventually the suspect was contacted by telephone and surrendered himself without incident. No one was injured on that incident. I don't have much more detail than that at this point.
And now at this point, do we know that if that suspect was running possibly because he heard gunshots or something like that?
That I don't know.
But he was definitely, you're saying at this point, not related to the suspect that was shot here at the OIS?
Correct. Apparently this scene was already set up and in progress when that second incident occurred.
Sounds good, sir. And if anyone was out here or they saw anything that would maybe help with the investigation, is there a phone number they can contact?
I don't have the phone number with me, but they can contact Mission Detectives or Force Investigation Division of LAPD.
Sounds
and I'll get back to you with that phone number.
And your name and spelling one more time.
Detective Gus Villanueva, Gus Villanueva.